talking under my shoes like they know my name. I came up out the rain on Halston, collar turned up high, my paycheck folded twice, still not enough to lie. The station wind hit hard like a hand across my face, and every step down that stairwell put me back in my place. I heard that low steel trembling where the tunnel light runs thin, like the whole damn city breathing on the dead I'm in. They cut my hours on Friday, said the numbers went too far. I laughed like I didn't feel it, standing by the bar of the bar. My woman took one look at me, knew I'd spent the rent again. Said, you keep calling it bad luck, but bad luck don't keep a pen. She don't need to raise her voice, she can wound me with a stare, because the truth sits at the table every time I'm not there. Under the third rail tremor, I feel my heart lean low. A man can lose his name and still got somewhere left to go. Under the third rail tremor, I hear what shame can do. It rides my spine like cold wire, and it won't let loose of you. The engineer went past me, face like paper, eyes fixed straight. I watched him disappear like hope through a rusted gate. I know the kind of night this is, where pride gets stripped by rain, where a man keeps on pretending he ain't made of wanting pain. My mother used to say, don't bring the dark to every room, but I done let it follow me, and now it's got the spoon. If I step wrong, if I fall hard, if I let the whole thing show, there'll be no saint to pull me back, no bright place left to go. So I keep my hands in my pockets, keep my face turned to the wall, and pray the tunnel takes my breathing before it takes it all. Under the third rail tremor, I feel my heart lean low. A man can lose his name and still got somewhere left to go. Under the third rail tremor, I hear what shame can do. It rides my spine like cold wire, and it won't let loose of you. Under the third rail tremor, I swear I heard the truth. It ain't the train that's shaking me, it's what I had to do. Under the third rail tremor, I'm not as strong as I seem, but I still know how to stand up inside this electric dream. Yeah, I still know how to stand up in that tremor under me. You can leave your boots by the door, I don't know who they belong to. coat still hangs where I told you to hang it. Your empty cup still got my lipstick on the rim. I fixed the lock on the screen door myself last Sunday. Since then I've been hearing your excuses thin. You call after midnight like the dark makes you honest, like the rain can wash the numbers off your debt. But I know the sound of a man walking backward, and I know what he don't say yet. I kept your name off the notice on the table, kept the landlord calm when he came to pound. I told my sister you was working, not wondering. I told the neighbor you was out of town. That's the kind of love you get when the years get mean. You don't get roses, you get keys and string. You don't get soft words and you don't get mercy. You get one more chance in the kitchen rain. My door has your name, but it don't open wide. I let you in because I know what pride can hide. My door has your name, and the latch don't lie. If you come back shaking, I'll let you stand inside. I seen your face in the hallway mirror, look like a man who slept with wolves. You still try to smile like nothing happened, but the floor knows every story you unfold. I ain't your mother, I ain't your judge, I ain't the nurse for every cut you make. But I got this house and I got this burden, and I got one heart that still won't break. Don't ask me for sweet forgiveness, don't ask me to call it fate. Ask me if I'm still here tomorrow. Ask me if I can wait. My door has your name, but it don't open wide. I let you in because I know what pride can hide. My door has your name, and the latch don't lie. If you come back shaking, I'll let you stand inside. Oh, my door has your name, but it got a scar. I've been keeping one foot by the jam so far. Oh, my door has your name, and that's all it is, a place for a man to fall apart and live. Live if you can live. Yeah, he came back again. And he brought that paper with him. He stood in Said, you know the number, boy, you know the flow. I had $2, 3 lies, and a busted watch. He had that quiet way men have when they already caught. My neighbor watched through the curtain, didn't move a hand. That's how a block gets mean, and everybody understands. I told him I was waiting on a cousin from the yard. Told him I clear it Friday. Told him life been hard. He smiled like a knife with a clean white shirt. Said, hard, don't stop the counting, and the counting don't hurt. I felt my face go hot, felt my jaw go tight, like the whole damn stairwell wanted to fight. Pay the light man, pay him what you owe. Pay the light man before he tell the whole block so. Your shame grow teeth. Pay the light man or it'll sleep beneath your feet. I went down to the tavern with my collar all wrong. Played one more hand of cards and tried to look strong. Lost on purpose, maybe lost because I had to. A man can spend his pride like he spent his last shoe. The bartender said, you need a minute or a miracle. I said, I need a door that ain't so visible. I don't want no sermon, I don't want no plea. I want one clean shot at the life in front of me. But the meter keeps spinning and the street keeps score, and every face I know is a witness at the door. Pay the light man, pay him what you owe. Pay the light man before he tell the whole block so. Pay the light man, don't let your shame grow teeth. Pay the light man or it'll sleep beneath your feet. Yeah, pay the light man. Hear that paper snap? Pay the light man, I can't walk back from there. Pay the light man, if you know my name, you know a man can drown in broad daylight shame. Ain't no hiding now. Ain't no hiding now. I keep the window open so I don't miss your footsteps. Smaller after 2 in the morning. The air gets thick with every word I never said. I can hear the elevator shaking down the avenue, like a cold hand tapping from beneath the bed. You left your comb by the sink, your scarf on the chair. I don't move it, I don't fix it, I don't dare. 'Cause if I make this place too clean and honest, then I got nothing left of you in called your sister once, then I hung up quick. I saw your cousin by the corner store and turned my head. I've been acting like a man who don't need answers, but I've been chewing on your name like old cornbread. Maybe you're with somebody who laughs too easy. Maybe you're tired of my hands and my bad mood. Maybe I'm the kind of man that turns devotion into a room you can't get out of. I sleep with the window open. Let the city hear me ache. I sleep with the window open, in case your footsteps shake. I sleep with the window open, like a fool that still believes you might come back through the rain and find me on my knees. I got your perfume in the curtain, your silence in the glass. I got the cold side of the pillow where your temper used to pass. A good man would let it go, a wiser man would try, but I got this stubborn hunger and a meaner kind of why. If I hear your heel on the pavement, I go weak and hard at once, like love and shame and wanting you all learn to share one room. Don't tell me I'm righteous, don't tell me I'm blind. I know the shape of my own ruin, I hear it every time. I sleep with the window open. Let the city hear me ache. I sleep with the window open, in case your footsteps shake. I sleep with the window open, and I hate what I became. Still I'm listening for your body in the dark, outside my shame, outside my shame. I learned to stand still on moving ground. That was the first lesson. I used to punch him before the sun could name itself. Hands cracked open, lunch pail cold, winter in the rail yard smell. The men around me didn't pray much, but they knew the rules. Keep your back low, keep your mouth shut, keep your temper full. The engine shook the gravel like a hard old hand, and every boat I tightened taught me how to be a man. A foreman with a cigarette said, "Pain don't pay you twice." I said, "Neither does pride," and he just laughed in the ice. We worked under under sparks and sodium light, where the iron moaned and I could feel my heart beat. Learning from the stone, that's where I got this stubborn walk, this habit of delay, this way of taking damage and calling it another day. I'm a yard line saint with a busted spine. I learned to bless the dark and call it mine. I'm a yard line saint, no halo, no crown, just a man who kept on standing when the whole place shook down. Could hear the trains by feet, said the track got a language if you let your ribs repeat. He tapped the steel and smiled like he could read the weather. Then one night he vanished and we never spoke together. The yard kept going like yards do, like miles do, like nothing ever happened to the names it walked through. You don't get clean from labor, you get shaped and worn, and if you live long enough, you learn what hurts was born. I learned to bless the dark and call it mine. I'm a yard line saint, and that's the truth I keep. The track made my body, and the body won't sleep. The landlord came with his folder and his dead-eyed suit, said, "Who's responsible here?" like he didn't know the route. She stood by the sink with her hands still wet, said, "This place is mine," and I felt that threat, not from him, from her voice calm and flat, because she was covering for me, and I knew that. There's a kind of love that don't make speeches, it just edits the paper and hides the reaches. She kept my name off the notice, off the door, off the board, like saving me from a shame I done stored. I wanted to thank her, I wanted to run, I wanted to say I'm sorry for every ugly one. Every night I came home broken, bent, every promise I spent before it was spent. Keep my name off the notice, let the wall take the heat. Keep my name off the notice, let my shame train under us like a distant drill. She said, you don't get rescued, you get through. I said, I never asked for all you do, but I did ask with my silence, with my empty hand, with the way I keep on needing more than I can stand. If they come with the clipboard, if they come with the light, tell them I was never here, tell them I left last night. Keep my name off the notice, let the wall take the heat. Keep my name off the notice, let my shame miss the street. Keep my name off the notice, I can't stand that lie. Keep my name off the notice, I ain't worth the fight. She kept me out of it, that was the worst part. The tremor knows me better than my name. Every night the floor talks back in a low-born buzz, like a secret in the walls I can't rise above. I used to blame the tracks, blame the work, blame the weather. Now I know a man can shake from carrying himself together. There was a night on Loomis I won't put clean in speech. There was a friend I failed to reach before the sirens reached. And ever since the whole damn city keeps opposing me, like a hand under the ribs I can't convince to leave. I told myself it was nothing, just the line below, just the trains, the brakes, just the endless flow. But my left hand twitched when the corner light swung low, and I knew my own body was the last one to know. Shame ain't always loud, sometimes it's a hum, sometimes it's the step you take when you know what's come. Sometimes it's the way you keep on living when living itself feels like a debt you're forgiven. The tremor knows my hand, knows where it used to shake. The tremor knows my hand, knows what it couldn't take. The tremor knows my hand, and he won't let me lie. Every rail in this town got a witness in my eye. If you ask me who I was, I'll tell you who I ain't. Not brave, not clean, not fit to wear a saint. I was there, then I wasn't, that's the part that sticks. A man can miss his moment and spend years feeling it. So I walk these midnight tunnels with my face set hard, like the dark can't testify if I stand guard. But the body keeps the record, where the mouth goes thin, and the line below the street knows how can take. The tremor knows my hand, and I can't cut it free. It's the city's small confession living underneath me. Underneath me.
Morning don't forgive. It just shows you what's left.
The street got pale by fire. The gutters held the rain. I stood by the window with my hand on the frame. She was sleeping in the next room, face turned to the wall, like a truce that ain't a truce, but it's enough for now. I heard the first train roll and I didn't flinch. For one small second I felt something shift. Not peace, not hope, not any clean light, just the truth that I was still here tonight. I don't get to call it freedom, I don't get to call it done, I don't get to say I won against the things I've become. But I can pay the woman back in the ways I know. I can answer when I'm called, I can move slow, I can tell the truth before it grows teeth, I can keep my word where the night still breathes. And if that's all a man gets after all this wreck, then that's the kind of mercy I can respect. When the line goes quiet, you hear what you've kept alive. When the line goes quiet, you hear the hard parts survive. When the line goes quiet, there ain't no room for show. Just a man and his shadow, and the daddy chose to know. I used to think love meant clean hands, bright rooms, a song with no smoke and a heart with no bruise. Now I know love can be a cracked porch light, a hand on your back through the worst of the night. It can be a woman not leaving, a man not lying, a train gone soft in the distance, a body still trying. Don't bless this mess, don't wash it white. Some things stay rough, and that's how they stay alive. When the line goes quiet, you hear what you kept alive. When the line goes quiet, you hear the hard parts survive. When the line for more. I'd just stand where the tremor was and open the door. Open the door. Let